This is Kayangel Island in the country of Palau, located in the western Pacific Ocean that has 21,000 people and 250 islands. It is remote, beautiful, and on the front lines of climate change. This is Kayangel Island, 4 days after Super Typhoon Haiyan ran directly over it. As we approached the island, we could see that very little was left standing. Comparing the two images, it is easy to see the incredible damage.
Super typhoon. You can see all the big trees. It snapped right in the middle and the branches are all, there's none of the big trees survived. None of the houses survived. It may be one or two, but everything are all wiped out.
It was intense. The winds were really strong, and I had to jump back into the house and board up the windows from the inside. The noise outside, it was scary.
We learned typhoons were rare in Palau, but now with the rising sea temperatures around them from climate change, they are now a breeding ground for unpredictable super typhoons.
Something is it's not right. Where we had that 49 years without a single typhoon, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom.
This is supposed to be the strongest system in the world.
Strongest in the world now, or strongest in historical?
Historical, yes.
In history, this is the strongest storm ever.
Yes, it is. It all has to do with the temperature. Typhoons, they need the warmth of the ocean.
The ocean swells pushed sand over 150 feet inland, and the entire island was now soaked in seawater. If another super typhoon were to hit Kayangel, the island could become uninhabitable. We also visited Babeldab, Koror, Peleliu, and Angar Islands to find that Super Typhoon Bofa caused significant damage in December 2012. On Peleliu Island, the shoreline had changed more than 300 feet on the famous Honeymoon Beach. On Babeldab, the eastern shoreline communities absorbed a 30-foot ocean surge that did damage to housing, infrastructure, and taro fields. They are now trying to move inland to avoid the next typhoon or storm surge.
We are discussing the housing area to move to the higher ground. That's what we can do right now. We cannot stop the water from coming in.
Moving inland means resolving land ownership issues, building new infrastructure, and is not an easy endeavor and will require a lot of resources. Another major challenge is having enough fresh water to drink. Almost all of the wells are inundated with salt water, so they have to catch rainwater from rooftops, but droughts are more common now due to the changing weather patterns from climate change.
In the past, you can say that certain part of the year is rainy season, and then certain parts of the year is dry season. But now, you never know.
Food security is another serious issue for Palauans, especially for their staples, taro and fish.
Taro is staple food for many islands. Not just the staple food, but insurance food. Taro, you plant taro, and they stay there for years and years and years.
But recently, saltwater rise, which has damaged practically majority of the taro patches around the island.
So much change, the heat, the beaches, and a lot less crabs and fish. Now the taro is no good, so I need money to buy food.
They see a lot of change in the water and the number of fish and marine lives. They believe something is happening to the water around us.
With all of this change happening to Palau, can they survive and adapt, and where will the resources come from?
Palau has been around for 4,000 years. We have a history going back there, but we have been able to sustain our livelihoods with local knowledge and having to know the patterns and living, the natural patterns. But recently, no one can predict. And the more uncertainty, it'll be more difficult to live in small, remote atolls.
People want to live on their own land, and this is no different for the people of Kayangel. They need the world to listen to what is happening to them and help with resources.
Unlike the United Nations, be aware of the problem and talk to the world to be aware of what we are facing.
The way that the negotiation at the UN and the program, the money part, pledges that trickle down, I know that by the time they get to the community where they should go, maybe the community is already gone.
It's gonna take some time. It's not gonna take an overtime thing, but everybody are looking forward to make a change, to make a new Kayangel.
Climate change is going to affect everybody.
Uda da doraili